I had to do a shout out on this because we asked for it. If you recall, Will, during a previous episode, I was doing the ranting and the raving, as you would.
Yes.
And I was talking about how the Cybertruck in cyber environments, desolate landscapes, and industrial zones looks very cool. Mm-hmm. On the moon, very cool. In Blade Runner or Cyberpunk 2077, very cool.
It looks really good by itself.
By itself.
You know?
But then you and I, we had a conversation. What happens when it butts up against all the other vehicles of the world and what they look like? And so we put out the challenge to the audience to go and do some quick Photoshops, couple of shops, and to place the Cybertruck in gridlock traffic. Now, I suggested the DVP because that's the local gridlock around here.
Yeah, gives you perspective.
Yeah, but some individuals have submitted some pretty cool Photoshops here of a Cybertruck in traffic. So we, of course, have to give a shout out. These ones come from Pat Johnson, and he has 4 options for us, which Will is going to showcase. There is your Cybertruck. I believe that's a highway on-ramp.
Gridlock traffic.
But it's perfect because you have the white work vans. You have your typical sedans. You have a subcompact. You have the general, and you're laughing about it.
Look how big it is compared to the little car here.
Yeah, but an F-150 would be similar. Look at the van on the work van on the left. It does look
very
so
impressive, though.
It looks so strange up against regular vehicles. Let's move on to the next one here. Here you have a sort of more artistic shot. You're standing in the middle of the road on the, what are those called? What are the lines in the middle of the road called? Why am I forgetting this right now?
Divider lines? Dividers?
Nope. They're called hash lines? No. Wow. This is a thing you see every day, and yet a single broken line, they're just called lines? That's rude. They must have a better name than that. Oh, are we fully are we in rabbit hole territory here? Are we dead? Is this show over? Are we stuck on this?
Yellow line.
There's no word for that beyond yellow line? Someone's going to tell us in the comments. Of course, we've got to move on. I feel like there must be some sort of slang or acceptable term. This one, by the way, is 2 lines in the center of the road. And you're standing there and you're looking beyond what looks like a Volvo station wagon. Maybe. Could be something else. And behind it is this ominous little eyeball poking out. Cybertruck light. And you see the tires extending past the... And I feel like it still looks out of place. But from this visual, it's a bit more acceptable. Mm-hmm. Would you agree, Will?
Yes.
We can accept it here, but it still looks big. It still looks ominous. We move on to the next one. So this is way up in the sky, and it looks strange again. It looks like a stealth bomber on wheels next to some typical vehicles. It's a quick Photoshop. It's funny. You have to kind of skew it to match whatever this is, a helicopter photo or something like that. I think you're going to get used to it. You're going to get used to it over time, but certainly from the get-go, it's going to be strange. And I think we have one more, a complete overhead. Here it's nothing. Here you can accept it. If you're right directly above it, looks like any other vehicle, looks like a truck. It's fine. So shout out to Pat Johnson for hitting us with those renders. The world now has a Cybertruck in traffic reference point. So if you're one of these Cybertruck pre-orderers with the $100 on the line, you can imagine yourself sitting in this Cybertruck in this gridlock traffic, getting all kinds of eyeballs because your vehicle looks nothing like the others.